What's up, everybody, and welcome. Okay, I'm gonna stop stealing the Corey Kenton stuff. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a new video. Yeah, I just uploaded my other video. I started uploading it a few minutes ago. So, why? I don't know. I just want to give these two videos in the same hour.
We got me back in. That's big time coming from you. Oh, so you like to talk? That's a bad. Let's make something.
Thanks everyone for joining.
I never saw it for that one before.
Wednesday evening presentation.
Welcome, everybody.
Courtside with two ex-NBA stars.
Come on, I swear, if you don't win this.
I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Ali.
Yeah, I was about to say, because if you lost against that dude that's way shorter than you, I would have been like, bro.
On the wings. Williams is out there with DeAndre Ayton.
Yes. Hey. I just wish I could dunk with a 97 driving dunk, like Shaden Sharp, but no.
It's White in at the two guard. Here's Sharp following the bucket by the Celtics. Well, Grant, we're deep into the season now. For teams who have missed the playoffs, where are their heads at, you think?
Well, BA, first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out.
Jason Tatum was right next to me. So why did he try to get that? Nope. Our ball.
But there are still games left to play.
I already have one turnover to start the game, bro. That's absolutely not fair.
White against Sharp from the low block. White.
Hey! More like Kareem, Abdul-Jabbar, or Lou Jador or something like that.
Now here's Sharp. 23 points his last outing. It's hauled in by White. And so it's White with it, and he brings it up for Boston. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with the Celtics head coach. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Damn! Okay, Ayton.
It's physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Here's White. And he banks in the layup. White's got it.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
I'm not gonna crash out. Fine.
And here in the first,
Totally fine. Yep.
play.
Totally 100% fine.
That shot off the mark.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Inside. And the basket by
Assist.
Brown.
That's not an assist. That's not an assist.
Smart at understanding when to look to score inside.
Here's Ayton. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 5. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive.
I didn't even give him the ball.
Right to the defense.
White for 3. Nails it from beyond.
Like, I literally didn't even give him the ball at all.
And that's what they want to do.
This game is stupid.
Looks early.
Outside, Williams.
Trying to get rid of Jaylen Brown.
Optia, screen on Tatum.
Move out of my way, dummy. The ugly Alvo job. Looking so.
And again, unable to change momentum here. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And Chauncey Billups calls time.
That's what they get me out.
Coach wants to speak to his guys. Maybe
Okay,
alter
then.
some of the game plan. Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Brown. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Simons. Left side Sharp. Boston with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins.
I hate you, game.
The dominance they displayed
This
over
game
the
is actually
course of the
racist.
season. I'm
It
not
hates
sure
me.
we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
White for three. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Simons. Offensively, he's
Wow, so he's really stopping me from having all the time I wanted.
Takes the three. No good on the shot. And so it's the Boston Celtics now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're communicating. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball
it's
left
not
to play.
horrible.
This one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring.
Get out of here, Scoot. You gonna give me your jersey after this game, boy.
Point land.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
We've got Drew Holiday, Luke Cornett out there with Al Horford, and it's White in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston Five. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, well Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He had 57 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Klingon, Boston pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Ain't no way he didn't
The
dunk that.
Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Walker against White. Shoots over Walker. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is
Bruh,
scrambling for answers.
I didn't even go
Stop this
over
hot
it.
start.
Pass to Klingon.
Trying to read my assignment.
Now here's Walker. 6 to shoot. Avdia passes to Simons. Jump shot is good. Simons got 5.
Nobody's
Anthony
cheering for him
believing
like this
in
was
himself
gonna
that
do.
time, just zero hesitation on that jump.
White with it. Avdia picks him up. White, the pass to Hauser. Knocks down the
Let's
triple.
go, Sam.
Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights when you just run it.
I hate you, game. Why would you? I'm not trying to watch that halftime. No.
Dominating first half of play.
Imagine only having 2 points by halftime.
Celtics out in front, running away with this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
You're not gonna make the shot. We all know you're not making the shot. Look at your ugly ass trying to dance like that. Give her the ball already. Nobody wants to see you shaking your ass. Ugly ass bitch. Bro, we all know you're not making the shot. Like, you're not making that. Ew, what was that for? Like, you're not making that. Ew, you ugly big turd head. God. Nobody believed in you. Nobody believed in you from the start.
Let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh man, it's a hot dog. Jeez, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuff between bread.
That's not how it works.
And mustard and
How about
ketchup.
those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance.
You know,
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson.
Their best player has 5 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Well, I have 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and 25 points. That's crazy. Imagine being that trash on the team. Bro, shut up, bald head, Derek White, Tarek White, Sarah White, Ferrick White. How do they expect me to get his average up if he doesn't even play when I'm in the games? That's kind of dumb.
The mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, Jay. Really, it comes down
Sure.
to touch, obviously, and size certainly
Don't even
helps.
know.
And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Anthony Simons. Allie?
Guys, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information.
Why would he get in my way?
That this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time.
I was cooking him, and then he got in my way.
Looks like their depth will be tested now.
So he definitely meant it when he definitely meant it when he called me overrated. That's for sure.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better
He
news,
definitely
and
meant it.
obviously not very encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it
I don't even know why I gave that to
wish
him.
him well, and hope he's on the floor quickly.
He called me overrated.
Blazers 5 right now. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Robert Williams out there with DeAndre
Let's see
Ayton.
something about what
And it's
Jokic said.
Benton in the point guard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
How do they make it every time I'm not there?
Down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis.
But every time I am there,
I really
they
checked
miss.
myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might
Eagles,
already be
buddy,
there,
get
but
that.
your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something.
Oh my
that
God, I just broke his
counts
ankles.
for
I be
a
making
great
people
way. It's
weak.
not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if
He said,
uses that
y'all.
athleticism, he
Thank
can become an
y'all.
elite defender.
Bro said, oh,
Outside, Williams.
that's crazy.
And now
Oh,
around
my
2
God.
minutes going by in this half.
And now he's thinking he won't break my ankles. He ain't gonna break.
Sharp against White.
That's for sure.
And he got the whistle.
Get the shit out of here,
So
bitch!
he'll be headed to the
What?
line.
How is that so foul? That's the most pathetic thing I've heard.
Yeah, the
All day.
Trailblazers were at
And I
the
went to school
center
today
of
for
some
7
big moves, but
With
that's
people
just how
crying
it's
because we
done
lost
now.
one
Entire
match of
teams can be
Tug.
restructured in the process of a single
And
transaction.
then 5th grade and the
Potential
crying.
of Shaedon Sharp is so very evident. I mean, this guy, given some more development and time to flourish, he will be an offensive force in this league for a long time.
I didn't!
Blazers
I
trail by
didn't
20.
shoot! I tried to pass it.
To the middle. Here's Benton. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense,
This shit
Al
on here,
Horford
bro.
up there.
You trying to
amongst the
guard
top.
me? I don't know what you're trying to think. I don't know what you're thinking about trying to guard
White
me.
looking it over. Played it in.
Hey, boy!
Off the window. White's got 6 in
I
the
scoop
quarter.
people around here, bro.
Huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants
I
to
sent
make
you
sure that
home
lead
in this game.
And Chauncey
Crying.
Billups calls timeout. He wants it.
So big.
Boston Boston making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Banton. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Horford with some nice D. Celtics lead by 22. Outside White.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Over Sharp.
2 minutes.
White can't hit.
Yeah, get that shit out of God. Save that, boy.
Throw off that shot. I bet
Oh,
he
let's go.
look at it next
Can't
time
stop
and gets
me. Freaking Shaden Sharp.
Pass to Klingon.
I just greened in your face. Step back. Green.
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Bro, what are they saying wow about? It's blazing in
By the
action.
rookie Klingon, using his size to rattle the rim.
White against Henderson. White with it. He's got 31. 4 on the clock. And he jams it home.
I was gonna give it to Drew Holiday, but I decided, you know what? I see an opening. So I'm gonna dunk that.
Looks so huge.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Klingon. Back to Henderson. 58 seconds left in the third
Bruh!
quarter. Missed inside.
So you didn't just steal that from me.
Stayed in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
White. And he makes it on the layup.
That's
White's got 10
bullshit!
points here in the second half.
Why don't people know how to dunk?
They've given up in the painted area. Huh.
White against Henderson. It's Avdia on the wing.
Bro, I need to get
35
40
seconds left in
points.
the third. Back to Henderson.
I'm gonna get a record.
Here's Sharp. Cada pulls it in.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Their offense has
I need
been
2 more
unstoppable,
points.
just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Shoot!
Outside Sharp. Looking to win the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Sharp's got 11 points.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And so it's Boston up 25 big ones. As
They're not
we
even
head
gonna
into
let
the
me
next
play in
period.
the fourth quarter.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love it.
And so it's Boston.
Hey,
easily
record,
grabbing
dude!
this one. Boy, they
I
are
was
something
1
special
point
to
away
watch
from
tonight,
getting a
and the
new
crowd-
record on 40-point game.
You see me again, though? Come on, bro. I stay ready. All right, that's a bit.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's good work. Keep going, son.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.